My name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups, and I think we're on episode 102. I forgot to check before I started filming. I'm pretty sure it's 102. I've got lots of things that I'd like to share with you today, including a couple of things that I've been making and crocheting. I've got some sewing plans, I've got some jewellery to share with you, and also some lovely fabric and a pattern. Before we dive into all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. I'm pretty sure I've worn this outfit for a video quite recently, but we went to the Spring Comic Con this morning as a family. It's something that Ruby's wanted to go to for absolutely ages. So we got tickets. Luckily, we got tickets before their surgery date, which is great. And that's something I'm going to talk about at the end of this video, because we have had a date through for surgery. So yeah, we all went off to Comic Con this morning, and this is what I chose to wear, as well as my rainbow quilted coat with the tiger on the back, and I loved wearing it. And actually one of the store holders at Comic Con commented on my coat, and we had a really lovely conversation about the fact that I'd made it, and I was able to show off the tiger on the back, which is one of my favourite aspects of that quilted coat. So I decided to put on lots of layers because it was quite frosty this morning. So I put on one of my True Bias Nico dresses in this gorgeous green 2x2 rib knit fabric that I got from New Craft House. I've got my leopard print faux fur everyday waistcoat that's lined, which I made a few weeks ago. I have got my A-Up Chuck tiger necklace on, which is one of my favourite pieces of jewellery that I've got. Absolutely love that. My husband got me that a few weeks ago. And then I crocheted this snood. I didn't want to wear like my full-on scarf because I thought I might get a bit too warm, especially because we were travelling on the tube, and I know that it can get quite warm, so I've put this on. Actually, I've kept it on all day because it's just adding a little layer of warmth. I've got some leaf print earrings because I thought that they would complement the green. I can't remember where I got these from. I want to say Jazz and Wow. If I can remember, I'll link it down below. And then, yeah, like I said, I put on my rainbow quilted coat as well, which was the perfect layering piece. Lola decided to wear my crochet rainbow jumper, which I'll put a picture in now. And Ruby decided to wear my kind of iridescent puffer jacket, as well as lots of other things as well. So we had a really lovely morning out, and whilst we were there, I was drawn in by this amazing jewellery stand, and I'll talk about the jewellery that I bought from there a little bit later on, but that is what I'm wearing. So on to what I've been busy making this week. I haven't had a huge amount of time for sewing. Work's been quite busy, home life has been quite busy. We've had parents' evening thrown in there, which was a really lovely thing to go along to. And like I said, we've been to Comic Con, so I haven't had a huge amount of time this weekend to sew either. But one of the things that I really wanted to get sewn up was one of my Make 9 fabrics. And it's this gorgeous, it's a cotton poplin fabric, and it's got all these like pin cushions and buttons and things all over it. I think it's super cute. And I had plans to sew up a flat fronted skirt following the tutorial by Alice Irvine, and that's exactly what I've done. So it's got the flat fronted waistband, which you interface, and then it's got elastic in the back. I did put pockets in the skirt, pockets either side, and then I just used all of the fabrics. So in terms of length, it's sort of like a midi length skirt. I haven't got pictures of me wearing this. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get photos before I edit this video. But I'm really looking forward to wearing this to work. I've got a bright orange jumper that I bought from Vinted, which I know will go really nicely, and it draws out the orange in the skirt. I've also got a pink jumper that I know will go nicely, and I've got some navy tops and loads of other different coloured tops that I know will go really nicely with this skirt. So I'm really pleased with that one. That was a really nice, quite straightforward sew. I've sewn up that skirt pattern lots and lots of times before, and I knew that it would come together really nicely. I have put toggles on my pastel-y striped coat as well, and I shared video clips. I made a little reel over on Instagram where I've shared kind of snippets of the coat now that it's completely finished. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it already, but this is what the coat looks like with the toggles on the front. I think they add a really lovely kind of detail to the coat. They allow me to fasten the coat, and I think they go really nicely actually with the pastel colours. It's a really lovely cozy make. This fabric is, I want to say, it's not fully waterproof, I don't think. It's shower proof, because I've got another coat made in a similar quilted fabric from First for Fabrics that is shower proof, so I can wear it in the rain. This obviously doesn't have a hood, and I've also got that Sherpa collar, so I probably won't wear it when it's raining. My favourite feature by far, apart from this gorgeous lovely Sherpa collar which feels lovely and cozy, is the unicorn patch on the back. I know that that is not to everybody's taste. I absolutely love it. It was from my daughter's jumper when she was about 5 years old, so it is a very child-friendly patch to put on the back of a coat. Lola absolutely loves it, and I know that she's going to end up borrowing this coat lots. But when I do things like that, and like my rainbow coat with the tiger on the back, I'm always thinking about the children that I teach, and I know that if I wore this to work, they would absolutely love it. And actually wearing the rainbow coats today with the tiger on, it was really cute. I could hear a couple of children saying to their grown-ups, that lady's got a tiger on the back of her coat. Yeah, and it just makes me smile. I'm really thrilled with this coat. I'm really pleased that the idea I had in my head has turned out into a beautiful coat that I know I'm going to get lots and lots of wear out of. And I think the toggles just add that perfect finishing touch. I've also started sewing up the Merchant & Mills, I think it was called the Etta dress. Yeah, the Etta dress. So this pattern that I shared last weekend. I had cut it out in that gorgeous blue, white, black, I want to say gingham, but it's not gingham. I don't mean that. Tartan fabric from a Sew Hilly Jane box. And when that fabric arrived, I actually wasn't sure what to turn it into. And then I saw this gorgeous pattern shared by Fabric Godmother and instantly thought that fabric would work beautifully as this dress. So I've started to sew up the sleeveless version, and so far I've constructed the bodice. Now when I was cutting it out, I didn't have enough of this fabric to use it as the lining fabric, but I had this beautiful blue chambray, and I think it works really nicely as the lining fabric. And actually when the bodice is closed like that, you can't see the lining fabric at all, because you understitch when you attach the lining to the actual main fabric. You understitch at the front and then you understitch the armholes as well, so you won't actually be able to see that fabric on the inside. But I'm really pleased with how it's turning out so far. It feels really lovely, and I think it's going to make a really cute dress. I'll definitely need to layer it, so I've got like a polo neck top that's blue, which I think I'll wear underneath. So I've just got the bodice. You can see all the various ties there at the moment, and I'm just in the process of constructing the skirt. So I'm just up to this section of the pattern pieces. I hadn't realised with the Merchant & Mills patterns that actually this is how the instructions come, almost like a big 4 pattern, but there is lots and lots of detail included in the instructions and lots of images to help you along the way as well. So it's not a confusing pattern to follow. My experience so far of sewing up the Merchant & Mills pattern has been brilliant. Actually, it's so clear. I've really enjoyed sewing this up, and I think I'm definitely going to sew another version of this dress. I've got some really lovely quite lightweight actually cotton poplin fabrics, which I think would make a really lovely summer version of this dress. So once I finish this one, I'm sure, like I do with lots of patterns, when I've tried it out and I've enjoyed sewing it, I then go and sew it again just to really cement the kind of steps in my mind so that I can remember it next time I go to it. So I've probably got plans to cut out at least one more of the Etta, and actually there's versions where you can do the short sleeves and there's versions where you can do their 3/4 length sleeves, so I'll probably end up sewing a couple of those versions too. But so far, absolutely loving this pattern. It's been a really enjoyable sew so far. So that's everything that I've been sewing. I'll show you really quickly what I've been busy crocheting. So I'm just trying to find my bag. I've got tons of bags of crochet that I just carry around with me when I'm going somewhere. So I talked last weekend about the heart jumper. I am in the process at the moment of constructing the sleeves. There are some random bits of wool that I need to weave in. So I am in the middle of constructing the sleeve at the moment. So I've finished constructing the front of the jumper and the back of the jumper. I've attached it at the sleeve, not the sleeves, I've attached it at the shoulder seams, and now I'm just constructing one sleeve and then I'll construct the other sleeve. I've added the hemband on the bottom. So I'll hold it up so you can see. I have gone for a really oversized look with this jumper, but that's what it's looking like at the moment. And then I did go for the green on the bottom, and I'm really pleased that I went for the green because I think it really complements the green hearts here. So that is what it's looking like at the moment. And then I've started to construct the sleeve on this side. So I've still got about 25 rows to go on this sleeve before I start doing that sleeve. And then I'll add contrast ribbing for the cuffs, and then a contrast ribbing for the neckband as well. But I'm really enjoying constructing that jumper. I think it's super cute with those hearts, and I'm really excited about getting that finished. So that's just going to be ongoing. And then I've also, I think I talked about this last weekend, I had plans to crochet a heart jumper using different coloured wool. So I had a red, a baby pink, like a raspberry pink, and a cream coloured wool, and I was following a pattern to construct a heart on the inside, and then the rest of it was a granny square. But I wasn't too happy with how that was turning out. So what I've done instead, I bought the Pigeon's Nest. She's got a booklet type tutorial which shows you how to do lots of different granny squares, and one of them, I think it's like a sunburst granny square. It looks like this. So I have been having a go at constructing that, and I've been doing different colourways to see which colourway I like the most. So this one had the cream, baby pink, raspberry pink and red, but I feel like that raspberry colour is really lost against the red, so I'm not going to go for that style. And then I did the baby pink in the middle. Excuse all the different bits of wool that I need to weave in. And this was just whilst I was trying to work out what I was going to do. So then I've gone baby pink, raspberry, red and cream, but I still feel like the raspberry and the red are kind of fighting against each other, so I don't think I'm going to go for that one. Instead, I think I'm going to go for this colourway where you've got the red, the cream, the baby pink and then the raspberry, because I feel like the baby pink and the raspberry really complement each other, and then the cream and the red are working really well together as well. I don't feel like any colours are fighting against each other. It would be really great to get your thoughts on which version you think I should go for. I pretty much think I'm going to go for that one because I do feel like the colours are really working together. So the first version was this one with the red border. The second version that I did was this one with the cream border. And then the third version was this one with the raspberry pink border. So I think I'm going to go for that one, and then I'm just going to crochet up loads of these granny squares and then construct them to make a cardigan. And then I'll do some ribbing around the neck and down the front, and I'll probably do some ribbing for the cuffs as well. I'll just have to, once I've constructed all the granny squares and put them together, work out which colour would be best for the cuffs and the ribbing. I'm thinking out loud, probably go for cream. But I'll have to think about it once I've constructed it all. But that's been really enjoyable. I did a couple of these on the tube to Olympia this morning and on the way back. I'm really enjoying taking crochet with me and crafting on the go. I haven't done any more on my vest yet. I did take it with me today, but actually I ended up doing those granny squares instead of the vest. So the vest is on my pile of things to do. And then actually I've got a project at the end, which I will share some wool that I've bought. But I'll talk about that at the end when I talk about my sewing and crafting plans. So that's everything that I've been busy making this week. I've really enjoyed trying a new pattern. I've really enjoyed sewing up the Merchant & Mills Etta. It was really nice to finally use one of my Make 9 fabrics to make that lovely skirt, and I will continue working on my jumper too. So yeah, that's everything that I wanted to share making wise this week. I have got a pattern now that I wanted to share with you, and this pattern I saw on the Fabric Godmother website when I was looking at the Sherpa fabric that they had. I've seen a couple of versions pop up on Instagram and I've really loved the style of it. I ummed and ahed about whether I needed it, but I just wanted to try a waistcoat by a different pattern company, because I've tried the everyday waistcoat, which has got this slightly curved detail to the front. So the pattern that I have bought, I got this from Fabric Godmother. It's an Atelier Skimmit pattern. I haven't sewn up any of their patterns before. This is aimed at beginners. It comes in sizes 4 to 24, and that's UK sizes. And it says on the front 16 different variations, different possible variations. I really love their patterns, the way that they're packaged. They come in this really lovely envelope. And then you get a little booklet inside, and then you get photos of what the pattern looks like as well. So this is called the Burger. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's like a waistcoat pattern. So the inside the pattern booklet, there are all the different 16 different possibilities. It describes the burger as an essential little gilet in your wardrobe that will add a cozy layer to your outfit while keeping you warm. In addition to the 2 possible necklines, crew neck or round, Burger also offers a rounded or straight bottom front, a cap sleeve, a patch pocket, and even a gathered lace binding. With this pattern, you will turn your most beautiful fabric scraps into wonders. So in terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend medium to heavy to very heavy woven fabric, like a woolen and a jacquard. And then with the lining, they recommend light to medium weight wovens, like a poplin, without elastane for both of those fabrics. So I've got plans to use some of the Sherpa fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother to sew up a version of this. I just need to go through my stash to see what lining fabric would work really nicely for this. I'm not going to get around to doing this anytime soon, but when I do, I will obviously share how I get on sewing that pattern. Please let me know if you've used an Atelier Skimit pattern before, and how you found them, and especially if you've sewn up this pattern before as well. I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. The instructions look really detailed. You get photos included next to each step. And I really like that you get the images of the pattern on the back as well. That lace scallop detail is absolutely beautiful. I really love the look of this one as well. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. So the next thing I've got to share with you is some beautiful fabric that I've bought from Sew Me Sunshine. Now I was trying to resist this fabric because I've been buying quite a lot of fabric recently. And I have to remind myself that I have still got quite a lot of fabric in my stash. But this instantly made me think of spring, summertime. And I'm definitely going to turn it into some kind of gorgeous gathered floaty summer kind of dress with short sleeves probably. I think short puff sleeves. I need to have a little think about what pattern I'm going to use. But this fabric just screamed spring summer to me, and as soon as I saw it I couldn't resist it. It's this absolutely beautiful cotton poplin. I got 3 meters of it so that I've got enough to make some kind of beautiful poofy spring summer dress. I don't have a pattern in mind at the moment, but I'm going to go through my I'm going to go through my pattern stash because I've definitely got a pattern that would work really nicely for this fabric. But look how beautiful that is. I love the baby blue background with that green grid print in the background, and then those beautiful orange flowers that just pop against that background. This colourway has definitely sold out. But they did have it in I think 2 other colourways, so if they've got any of this fabric left in the other colourways, I'll link it down below for you. But Sew Me Sunshine have got the most beautiful fabrics in stock at the moment. I hope I said Sew Me Sunshine. I think I did at the start. This is where I got it from, Sew Me Sunshine. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a really lovely lightweight cotton poplin. It has got a really nice amount of sort of movement and it feels quite floaty. So this is definitely going to become a dress. I haven't decided on the pattern yet. I'm not in a hurry to sew it up yet either. There's a few sort of wintry patterns that I'm still sewing up at the moment. But I know that this is going to be turned into some gorgeous dress for the spring summer. It's absolutely beautiful. I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. So the next thing I wanted to share with you was some beautiful earrings and a claw clip that I bought from a seller that was at Comic-Con this morning. So the person is called, or their business is called By Heather Philby. As we were wandering around, Lola and I both love jewellery, and we were just drawn to this shop as soon as we saw it. The reason we were drawn to it is because Lola absolutely loves claw clips, and they had the most incredible claw clips. They had a beautiful rainbow one. I don't wear claw clips, otherwise I would have bought loads of them. They had this gorgeous, I think it was like a watermelon, they had a lemon one, and then Lola chose this one, which is like an iridescent, gorgeous like claw clip. She's got quite a collection of them. She loves wearing her hair kind of twisted and up. Oops, that's just dropped. So Lola chose that, and then we can't resist earrings, as you can see behind. We've got lots and lots of earrings. Usually we get them from Sapphire Frills, but this shop had the most incredible collection. I was very good, and we just stopped at 3 pairs of earrings, but they're absolutely gorgeous. They're all kind of glittery and sparkly. So Lola chose these ones, little cats. So Lola chose these ones, which are little cats. He keeps hanging upside down, which are really cute. They're all little studs. I chose these ones. I just fell in love with these. I think they're super cute, little lemons. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Really beautiful, sparkly. And then I couldn't resist these because I thought the children would love these, because when I wear my dinosaur necklace, they absolutely love it. And I thought they'd really like to see these gorgeous dinosaur earrings as well. There were so many more. I had to stop myself with those three. But I'll link her shop down below because she's got some absolutely gorgeous ones. These beautiful jellyfish earrings, which are a bit more dangly, and I may have to go back and get them. Obviously shopping online now. But yeah, there were so many beautiful earrings on her actual shop that I got to see, but also on her website she's got loads as well. So yeah, I'll link it down below for you, but absolutely beautiful. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was 2 challenges which are starting now and running throughout the month of March. And the first one is Sew Yellow for Endo. So this is run by the lovely Jess, who is Sew What If I Sew. I'll link her social media down below. She's run this challenge for many years, and the idea behind it is raising awareness for endometriosis, but also raising money for endometriosis as well. So to take part in the Sew Yellow for Endo 2024 this year, the rules are very similar to as it has been, or if not exactly the same as what it has been previous years. So we need to sew something yellow and then donate £1 to the Just Giving page that Jess has set up. Share your make on the 23rd and the 24th of March. Make sure that you tag Jess, Sew What If I Sew, and also use the hashtag Sew Yellow for Endo 24. Jess has got lots of Instagram lives planned throughout the month of March to continue raising awareness of endometriosis and talk to people about their stories. And then there's also, very excitingly, going to be a Sew Yellow for Endo party this year. It's going to be on the 23rd of March, and it's going to be held at Sew Me Sunshine, which is in London. And the times of the party are between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Unfortunately, I can't make it to the party. We've got lots of appointments coming up in the next couple of weeks for Rubes. So unfortunately, there's loads of sewing, or it feels like there's loads of sewing things coming up at the moment. And unfortunately I can't attend any of them. There's a new craft house spring fling party coming up, and I won't be able to attend that either. I can't go to the Stitch Festival, but I know it's just temporary, and next year I'm sure there'll be lots of things that I can go to. At the moment my focus and priority obviously is making sure that Rubes is okay. So yeah, exciting that there's going to be a Sew Yellow for Endo party hosted by Sew If I Sew, but it's going to be at Sew Me Sunshine. I'll link it down below. There's tickets. I think they're £5 a ticket. Money's donated to Sew Yellow for Endo. And yeah, it sounds really fun. I will have FOMO as I'm watching all the Instagram stories of people at the party. So the next challenge I wanted to talk about that is running throughout the month of March is Sew Frugal 24. So this is the 4th year that this challenge is running, and it's run by Frugalisama and the Yorkshire Sew Girl. And to take part, there are 4 simple steps. So you need to choose a free pattern, choose some fabric from your stash, make the garment throughout the month of March, and then reveal at the end of March. And make sure you use the hashtag SewFrugal24, and also make sure that you tag Frugalisama and the Yorkshire Sew Girl as well. For both the Sew Yellow for Endo and Sew Frugal, there's going to be loads of vloggers talking about the challenges, sharing lots of ideas and inspiration for you as well. And there's lots and lots of prizes for both of the challenges too. So both challenges sound really fun to take part in. I'm going to have to be really sensible and see realistically if I'll have time to take part in either of the challenges. I've got a couple of weeks until surgery, and I'll go on to talk about that in a second because it's going to impact on my videos and things. But first of all, I wanted to share some beautiful wool that I've been buying. I've bought a lot of wool, and this is going to keep me busy when I'm in hospital with Rubes. I've seen an amazing idea on Pinterest. I think it's amazing. Again, it's probably not to everybody's cup of tea, but I can't wait to make it. I've seen a really gorgeous like 2-piece. I don't think I'm going to make the top as crop top as it is. I think I'm going to make like a vest to go with it, if not a vest with like little cap sleeves. I'll put a picture in of the idea that I've seen, but it's basically this 2-piece that's made from lots and lots of granny squares, and the granny squares have got these bright hearts in the middle and then black around the edging. So I am going to basically use lots of this wool, as you can see here. I've gone for really bright colours, and then I've got mainly black in this bag, and I'm going to be using the bright colours to do hearts in the middle, and then the black to do the rest of the granny square. And I'm just going to make loads of granny squares so that I can make up some trousers and then make up some kind of top. I've not quite decided if I'm going to go for the crop top. I probably won't go for the crop top because I don't like having my tummy on show, but I might go for like a tank top, a vest top, or just a top that's got little cap sleeves. But basically all of this wool is going to keep me busy, so I can still do some crafting whilst I'm in hospital with Rubes whilst they're recovering from surgery. So the wool's going to keep me busy. I got all of that wool from the wool warehouse, came in a massive box, which was a very exciting delivery, and I know that that's going to keep me busy. So before I finish, I'll share some of my sewing plans. So I'm going to get the etta dress finished, which I'm very excited about. Just got the skirt to construct with the pockets, and then I can attach the bodice to the skirt. I have got the Minetta dress, which I cut out and shared last weekend in that baby cord fabric from Sew Hayley Jane. I have also got plans to hopefully finish the Wilder gown in that lovely red lace. I've kind of put that to one side and not gone back to it since the fabric arrived to construct the skirt, so I need to go back and finish that. I need to go through my stash and see what yellow fabrics I've already got to see if I can use some of those fabrics to take part in the Sew Yellow for Endo, because I really would like to take part this year. And then also start thinking about Sew Frugal to see if I can get anything sewn up before the end of the month. We'll see. I've got the granny squares on the go for the cardigan using the different shades of pink, cream and red. And then eventually I will make a start on the bright heart granny squares as well. So lots and lots of things to keep me busy as usual. So like I said at the beginning, and I've kind of talked about it a little bit through this video, Ruby is going to be having surgery on their back. They've got quite a significant curve due to scoliosis, and we've been waiting almost a year now to get a date for surgery. We knew that this would have to happen. It's going to be quite a big operation, or like major surgery, and hospital stay will be at least a week once the surgery has taken place. There's going to be a long recovery, at least 12-week recovery, if not up to 6 months recovery. So we've been given a date, beginning of April, which falls in Easter holidays, which is fantastic in terms of working for myself and my husband, because we're both teachers. So our Easter is going to be pretty much spent at hospital. So I wanted to make sure that I had some projects to keep me busy, because I know that Rubes is going to be sleeping quite a lot, but also probably taking part in a lot of physio. We've got lots of games that we'll be able to play together, and they've got video consoles and things that they like to play too. It's going to impact on how many videos I can put out. I'm definitely going to have to take a break of at least 1, if not 2 months, whilst I focus on supporting Rubes through the surgery and also the recovery. We've got lots of appointments coming up between now and the surgery date as well. So next weekend I definitely won't be able to put a video out because we've got appointments that we need to get to. The weekend after I might be able to put 1 more video out before I take a break, but then after that I know that I'm going to have to take at least a month, if not 2 months, break away from YouTube. I'll hopefully still be able to share some things on Instagram, but in terms of sewing, I'm not going to be able to do as much sewing as I usually do. I'm going to be crocheting instead, and I'm really grateful that I have learnt the craft of crochet over the last kind of 6, 7, 8 months, because it's something that is portable. See, I wouldn't be able to take my sewing machine to the hospital, but I can take my wool and I can take my crochet hooks and just be there to support Rubes through, you know, the next, I think realistically it's going to be about 6 months of quite a long road to recovery, but it will be worth it in the long run. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update because I am going to be quieter on YouTube, but then I do plan to be back eventually once things start to settle a little bit. So that was everything that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really love it if you could hit that subscribe button, and then you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching my videos, for all of your support. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.